Welcome back. Just before pleas by the Edo State Governor, Deputy Governor Philip Shaibu, the State Governor Governor Obaseki had allocated his office, that's the Deputy's office, to an organization called Alagodaro, which is an annual investment drive in the state, his initiative, as a secretariat of that initiative. Governor Obaseki's decision came hours before we heard, out of the blue, surprisingly, that his embattled deputy, Philip Shaibu, made a public apology to his principal, the governor, at a media parley. The decision of the state governor had raised eyebrows ahead of the next governorship election in the state. We discussed this on this program. The number one and number two citizens of Edo State have been on a feud, a bitter feud at that, for months after the ambition of the Deputy Governor Shaibu to become the governor of the state and succeed Governor Obaseki became public knowledge. Well, what do we make, or what should we make of this apology today? Is it a case of it's too late to apologize or not? Well, to delve deeper into these issues on Politics HQ, we're joined by the governorship aspirant, a governorship aspirant on the platform of Labour, Zenith Labour Party. He joins us from Edo State, Bishop Akhalame. Good evening to you.
Good evening.
All right. What's your reaction? I mean, it's all drama in Edo State. We didn't see it coming. It's given us a lot to chew on. But what's your reaction to this public apology by Deputy Governor Philip Shaibu to Governor Obaseki? Do you see this as a genuine show of remorse by the Deputy Governor, or another drama being acted by the Deputy Governor, like we saw some time ago? What do you take on? What's your take on this?
Well, we have been very worried in Edo State here, not because of actually what is happening between them, but because the people are actually suffering by the feud between the governor and the deputy governor. Because when the elephant fights, the grass suffers. Now, in this time, we discovered that what is happening between the deputy governor and the governor is a total distraction from the core business of governance. Now, what has transpired between the governor and the deputy governor? To us, we have been watching, and we have seen that, to us, what has happened so far, it is not something good at all. When the relationship that existed between the deputy governor and the governor in the 2020 Edo Guba election, even the deputy governor and the governor himself didn't know that a time will come when the sector will no longer hold. Now, what are the issues? You see, everybody have the right to aspire. Everybody have the right for any ambition. Whether you want to become the governor, you want to become the president, everybody have right for such ambition. If you don't try that ambition, what you do is that you look for your own preferred candidate. Channel your machinery to campaign for such candidate. You do not make it as if it is an issue, a personal issue between you and somebody who wants to aspire. Now, what we have seen so far, we discover that the governor has stripped the deputy governor of his executive responsibilities. Why? Because a man said he want to run as a governor come 2024. Is that a crime? To us, who are major stakeholders in the state, it is not a crime. Everybody has right to say that I want to become whoever I want to become. The number one thing he did to him is that he took away from him the role and responsibility for revenue mobilization. Apart from that, he took away from him the sport administration in Edo State. That's what we study. We notice, we watch because we are there. We look at it. Even in the church service, where we're supposed to forgive. Because when something is becoming too much, then people begin to say the way it is. And I, as a stakeholder in the state, I say things the way we are. I don't romance what is not good. People in the church service, where we have to what, forgive ourselves. This man, the governor ignored the deputy governor in the same service.
Okay, let's look at Bishop Akhalame. Let's go over to listen to what Deputy Governor Philip Shaibu had to say today.
About it, the governor have asked us to go there. We are going. I am, like I always tell people, I am a loyal servant. I am a loyal servant. There's nothing that has changed. I took a personal vow to support my governor, and you can see my Catholic people are here. Everything about me, if I have a vow with God, there's nothing that will change it. And I can only wish that that relationship that we have, I pray, I know in the next few days and weeks it will come back. I'm missing my governor really, but by the grace of God, I know God will touch the governor's heart and touch all of us. And even those that are trying to be in between, God will touch them to know that I mean well. If there's any mistake that I've made as human, it's just human. It's not out of maybe wickedness, because I'm not wicked. I have a very clean heart. And I will use the medium too to appeal to Mr. Governor. If there's anything that I don't know that I've done, please forgive me, so that we can develop our state together. We have just less than how many months? Just 1 year to go. We have been the envy of the entire country. It's still possible. So, Mr. Governor, please, if there's anything you feel that I've done, I am sorry. I need us to work together to finish well and strong, because that is my prayer for you.
All right, Deputy Governor Philip Shaibu is not just a man with a Christian, because he keeps talking about his bishop, his Catholic priests, and how he's a good Catholic. He's also a saint, because he says he has a clean heart. He's not a wicked person. Those of us who are here on earth, but the Bible says if you say you have no sin in your heart, you make God a liar. So for those who have clean hearts, maybe they can be called saints. Bishop, I don't know if you're a man of God, but Deputy Governor Philip Shaibu could simply pick the phone up and call Obaseki on the phone, or send a letter to him, or send an emissary to him to say, I'm sorry. What he did right there, calling a press conference, addressing the press, and having this photo opportunity to shine and to sell himself, and saying, I don't know what I did, well, the governor should forgive me. It looked a bit and sounded a bit sarcastic, and like he didn't mean it. Bishop.
Yeah. You see, when you listen to the deputy governor, I'm almost moved into tears. These are words of a man who is frustrated. I am telling you the truth.
Well, Bishop, I'm asking you a question, please. Let's not lose focus. Excuse me. I said, is this the way to apologize to your governor? Call a press conference, address the press, sell yourself, look, like if you are the one in charge of the state. He even sounds, does he even sound apologetic?
No, I actually listened to him. Now, let me tell you something. Yes, the day for yesterday, when the deputy governor wanted to access his office, he was there. I don't know, you must have watched that video. When we watched that video, he said severally that he made a call to the governor of the state, and the governor did not pick his call. So if a man wants to apologize to his boss, and you make a call to him, and he's not taking your call, what do you do next? Maybe he said that if he cannot reach out to his boss, the best way to do it is to come for press conference. Maybe where the governor can watch the television, watch any of the stations, he will say his public apology.
But Bishop, he took the governor to court.
No. Let's see. That's where.
So what are we? What does he mean by he does not know what he has done to the governor?
Let me come in there. Every man has the right to protect himself. You see, as politicians, if you're a politician, you don't have an ego eye. You're not a good politician. You should be able to see, you're able to foresee what will become of you in the next 24 hours. If he has got an information that, because of your ambition, the governor is no longer happy with you, there is this assumption, or there is this a kind of insinuation from the corner that will be impeached. Maybe that one gets to the deputy governor. And for him to have to be secure, he has to get a legal security. Go to the court to secure himself so that he will not be impeached, to protect his own position, to collaborate with the governor to ensure that he delivers the good dividends of democracy to the good people of Edo State. Where has he now offended anybody? You see, I'm a practical politician. I say it the way it is. So if he go to court and the same man come and say, come on, I am still loyal to my governor. Now, I will go to the court, I will withdraw the case to prove to the people of Edo State and prove to my boss that I am still loyal. He went to the court and withdrew the case. As he speaks, the case is not in the court. Why? Because the man wants peace. Not just for himself, but for the good people of the state. Because there is peace in the government house. That will transform into what? Development in everywhere. So if there is no unity between the deputy governor and the governor, how can they move the state to the next level? So in all of this, the governor has not done anything wrong. Has you ever seen somebody who say, they are coming to kill you, we sit down there? It's not possible.
All right, Bishop, I have a lot of questions, but I want to take on one or two things you said. You said the governor of Obaseki took away the role or the function that he gave to his deputy of revenue mobilization. He also took away his function of sports administration. Would you agree that Governor Obaseki has been too magnanimous to Philip Shaibu and has given him too much of a free hand? Because a lot of governors around the country will never go as far as giving their deputies this kind of responsibility and power. And like they say in Nigeria, governor is a spare tire. So doesn't Obaseki have the right to determine who will be in charge of revenue mobilization and sports administration, as he wishes, as the governor of the state?
Let me tell you, if you don't want to continue anything, there is no need for you to start it at all. And I can tell you that the responsibilities that the governor assigned to the deputy governor were as a result of the relationship they had before the election. You see, I am not holding brief for the deputy governor of the state. I am speaking as a stakeholder in the state who see what is going on in the state. I am the state chairman of the Zenith Labour Party in the state here. I am a member of the Interparty Advisory Council, IPAD, in the state. So, if anything is going on in this state politically, we have to put our eyes, look at the issues very well, critically. What are the causes? Because the interests of the people of Edo State remain paramount to us. So we don't want that to be truncated. Now, if you look at the relationship that existed, how the deputy governor stood with the governor to ensure that they fought the battle between himself and the APC and the current governor, Adam Ali Oshomole, in the 2020 Edo Guba election. Where I was a candidate in that election, you will know that what the deputy governor was not doing to Shaibu was not doing him any favor. Because they were like brothers. That's why I told you that the relationship they had before now, even the deputy governor, the governor never saw it coming, that the time will come, this way the sector will not be, will no longer hold. So, if you have given him those responsibilities, and at a point, because you feel that he might have an ambition to succeed you decide to withdraw such a responsibility and assignment from him, then you come for worry.
Okay, all right.
There is a kind of personal vendetta.
Okay.
There's a political account to all this.
All right. I asked the question which you haven't answered. I'm saying, is it not within the governor's purview, his right as a governor, to decide who will be in charge of revenue mobilization if he so wishes, and who will be in charge of sport? After you have a sports commissioner, I'm sure you have an internal revenue service in Edo State who are statutorily allowed to carry on these responsibilities. But let's move on to another question. You've given us your thoughts. Mr. Shaibu has now agreed to, resume at his new office after the ongoing renovations. But what are your thoughts on the episode that played out when Shaibu attempted to resume work at his usual address and met a padlock gate? You know, they had a video where he was, talking to someone saying, the governor has locked me out. And then there was a camera crew ready to film him. You know, some people are saying that looked a bit staged and dramatic. Do you agree with them?
Well, I don't want people to create a situation. Let me tell you something. In fact, that situation, that scenario, is what even make me. I wept in my closet when I saw the deputy governor making that call. He said something. He said, "I did not receive any memo that the civil servants that got memo," and he said he put a call across to the security over there, and they said that the information came from above. Let me tell you something. Philip Shaibu and the governor of the state, Governor Obaseki, had a joint ticket to become governor and a deputy governor of the state. My brother, Philip Shaibu is not a civil servant. He's an elected officer, a deputy governor of a state. The Constitution gives him some roles and responsibility to serve as a deputy governor.
Can you enlighten us on what roles, very quickly, because I'm yet to see any of those in the Constitution of Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999 as amended.
Good. It's very clear and glaring and audible. So what it says is that the deputy governor has, act on those rules on behalf of the governor when the governor is not available. And even when the governors are available, the deputy governor worked hand in hand with the governor of the state to ensure that the executive responsibility.
Bishop Akhalame, I wouldn't want you to add anything to the Constitution because it's sacrosanct, just like the Holy Book, the Bible. You sound like, I don't know if you're a bishop, but we're not to add anything. We know what the Constitution says, and it does not say that the deputy governor is co-governor. It also does not say that he will be in charge of mobilization or sports administration. So let's be careful here.
No, I didn't use co-governor. I didn't use the word co-governor. I said he worked harmonious, he worked pari passu with the governor of the state.
Okay, but does it include revenue mobilization and sports administration?
And so assigned, the governor assigned those duties, that role to the deputy governor.
Is it free by the Constitution to take them away?
What I'm saying is that, see, when we are discussing issues, we import morality into anything we are doing. When we begin to look at the legal side of everything we do, we will not even see what we want to see. So what we are saying is that what happens when a husband and a wife have an issue this night, at one point the man moves out of the house? What will you call that? That is the situation here. If it has happened before the issue began, we will say, no, it's a normal thing. Maybe you feel that the load is too much for the deputy governor. That's what we are talking about. So we bring in moral, we import morality into whatever we are discussing.
All right.
We are talking.
Okay. We have to go. There are so many issues to discuss, but we don't have all day. We'll keep our eyes on this story, and as the issues unfold, we'll get back to you. You talked about bringing law into it, but you were the one who brought in the Nigerian Constitution. That's why I took you up on it. Bishop Akhalame, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so much. God bless you.
All right, that's Bishop Akhalame, a governorship, one-time governorship aspirant of Zenith Labour Party, who joined us from Edo State. Well, it's time for us to give you something to chew on. We'll be right back.